Hi, I'm Beverly Lewis, bringing you this week's coaching tip, and this week's subject is on facing the giants. But I'm not going to talk about all the different giants that keep us from maximizing our potential. I'm going to hone in on one, and that is fear. Fear, I believe, is the biggest thing that stops people from moving forward in the expression of their gifts and talents. And I'm going to use one particular example that I've experienced personally, and that is that I do play the piano. And I've always played the piano actually since before I could read. And when I was a child, I had no fear. They always put me first in recitals because I was confident and I was excited and I was just the right one to lead off because it kind of set the tone and helped the other kids coming behind me. Well, as a young adult, actually, when I was a senior in high school, I became unbelievably afraid to perform on the piano in front of people. My hands would shake terribly. I would sweat. I honestly quit performing at all in front of people, and that lasted for 20 years. Until one day I realized I was asked to play for a company, a group, and they said, "Don't you play the piano?" And I said, "Well, yes, but not in front of people." And they're like, "Well, why not?" And I went home and I thought about that. I thought, why not? And it was because of the fear that had jumped on me 20 years before and stolen years of joy, not only from me, but from other people as well. Because the gift of music is, I tell people that I'm multilingual and music is my first language. So that was a major loss from fear. Now, what I'm going to propose to you today is that fear will keep you from reaching your goals. It'll keep you from doing that. It'll stop you. It'll cost you more than you want to pay, and it'll keep you in that place of being paralyzed longer than you want to stay. And so a lot of times it's just recognizing it. And it's not as big of a giant once we've exposed it to the light and looked at it and confronted it. And so I'm going to be writing more about this week, but I just wanted to get you to think about that by telling you that personal story of something that happened to me. And it wasn't easy, by the way, pushing through the fear and beginning to perform and feel comfortable with it again, but I've done it. It took several years, but I've done it, and it's been worth it. And I want you to help. I want to help you learn from my mistakes, and whatever it is applies in your life, I wish you well with it. Press on. Thanks for coming by.